Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. We are just going to jump right in and get started. A couple of little things today. We did have one jumper, but before we get there, we did have a talking flame. So again, I am kind of getting this energy that somebody wants to communicate something passionate to you. It was just a little sputter and a little bit of talking from this flame, but I do feel like it's almost like I have this, I just got to spit it out so you can hear it. And then whatever you do with it is what you're going to do with it. Either we'll run together forward or it'll cause the end. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this flame. I also heard another something right before I started. It was right after this card kind of flew out as I was doing the pre-shuffle. So this is the dark blue galactic dragon. It says it helps you to listen to the voice of the universe. It says ignite the codes of the master blueprint and access cosmic wisdom to enter higher service. And it kind of goes along with what I just heard. I heard something about a soul star chakra. So I was like, okay, I had heard it before, but it wasn't something, that I'd really dug into. But from what I can see here, it says the final and least known chakra is called the soul star and is found floating above the head. This chakra is often symbolized by a glowing star of bright white. This chakra is seen as the gateway of divine love and spiritual wisdom. So that's kind of what Spirit is kind of putting forward. I think there will be a few of you who are on the front lines vibrationally who will have this soul star awakening or opening, and it's coming in. I do hear you may feel tired, you may feel a bit exhausted, but what you will notice after that starts kind of moving through is that you're more open, you're aware, your channels are quicker and faster. And I feel like you're going to just know that there was some sort of an opening within the spiritual body, okay? So you might be experiencing that very soon. I feel like there are quite a few of you who will be experiencing this soul star connection or awakening or opening, okay? So that being said, we are just going to jump in and see what we have for the collective. I was drawn to the Dragons deck this morning, and this isn't one that I would normally choose, but I feel like it has something for the collective here. So we have, oh wow, lots of energy coming through. We have Earth and Water Dragon. It says, creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. So I feel like some of you may be stepping onto new platforms, working with new energies, coming into alignment with different parts of your path and your purpose. I feel like this has to do with something spiritual taking root in the physical. So it's like whatever this project is or new project or projects are, I feel like it's all part of your forward movement and your growth and your evolution. So you're on the right path. So you may be closing out an old cycle where you had done something for a while, it fed you, it was beautiful, but that chapter is closed. There could be people involved in that chapter as well that are kind of closing out and falling to the wayside. For some of you, that could be a sense of sadness, but also I feel like you'll just know that this forward movement is where you're supposed to be. So it's like, I feel like I hear short-lived. So it's like that sadness may be short-lived. I feel like new soulmates may be coming onto the path to assist you. And I hear to befriend you as well. So you may have new friends along this part of the journey. This leg of the journey is what I hear. We have a deep blue dragon. It says, keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on the path of light. Yeah, I do feel like you're making big strides, and I feel like you feel like you're doing it for yourself and in your life, but I feel like you're so guided by Spirit that I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you know that they're intertangled and intertwined. It's like you're moving forward and you're passionate about something is because the divine is placing that passion and that energetic forward movement within you so you can conquer this or bring this light in. Or, I feel like a lot of the times when we say bring this light in, you're like, well, that's not even something I can see. It is something you can feel, but it will eventually form into something you can physically see or something that is tangible, because it works in the spiritual and then comes into fruition in the physicality. And it may come through in all sorts of ways: a new project, a new job, a new person, a new path. I just feel like it will eventually come through in a very physical way. But of course, it does start out in the spiritual as just thought forms and manifestation, right? We have the rainbow dragon. It says, brings that leap of joy that opens new doors. Yeah. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. I do feel like a lot of new opportunities are flowing in. Again, I hear new year. So it's like, I feel like that new year energy is really flowing in pretty hard for a lot of us. I do feel like there are a lot of big, beautiful opportunities coming your way. So it's like, if you feel like you've been sitting through a stagnant period, I do hear hermit period. So if you feel like you've been sitting there for a while, just know that forward movement, or the energy for it, is being ushered in so you can move forward and create more joy and happiness and light in your life and those around you. Amazing. Green gold dragon from Sirius. It says, brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Awesome. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. Yeah. I do feel like a lot of you are teachers in your own right. You might not think so. But even if whether you're talking to 1 or 100 or 1,000, the message that you're sharing, the spiritual message that you're sharing, is important to that person or those people. So keep sharing. I feel like you're expanding the hearts and minds of others, and it may just be a few around you, but that's going to catapult those people into their direction, on their path. And it's like, whether it's 1 or 1,000, it's like those people are important and your message is important. So it could just be one of upliftment. It could just be just your smile, or your nurturing, your care, your love, your friendship. I feel like that's so, so important. So keep shining like you do. I feel like Spirit really needs you to know that. Even if you're not doing it on a grand scale, you are still important and still needed and still a part of that big divine plan. You're important. You might not see it yet, but some of you have these really big futures coming in, and it's like, you might not even realize that you're part of this greater, grander plan yet. It might not have come into view. Just know that it will. We have the black dragon. It says, cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Yeah. Meditate, reflect, and undergo a metamorphosis. Some of you could be going into a hermit stage and really taking the time to dig deep and pull out those spiritual truths, or pull out your truth, the one that resonates with you. I feel like that's so important. A lot of times we're pulling in all this spiritual, oh Lord, the vocabulary here. Okay, bear with me. You're pulling in all of this spiritual knowledge, and we have to use our discernment. It's like, what feels right? What resonates with me? And, you're going to come across a lot of things that are going to work for you that don't work for others. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that they're wrong or you're wrong. It just means that you're doing what resonates with you. You're feeling what resonates for you. And that is beautiful. You're allowed to disagree with others and still be right, and they can still be right. That's the way it goes. I know it sounds crazy, because that's, we've been conditioned to think that there has to be someone who's right and someone who's wrong. But that's not always the case, right? Spirit's ushering in these specific things for you, because your path looks different than other people's paths, right? Your belief system can look different from other people's belief system. You don't have to be a cookie cutter or a carbon copy to be valid and important and right, okay? So just know that. We have that dusky pink dragon from Andromeda. It says, prepares all your chakras to embody higher love. Again, I hear soul star. So It says, accept and radiate higher love. Touch others with its flame. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Okay, one more. We have Air and Fire Dragon. It says, expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. Yeah, share it. Again, I hear, what do we do with those gifts? We share them. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. I feel like as far as spirituality goes, I feel like Spirit is opening up these new energies to come through. Some of you will be blessed with that soul star chakra opening, and I feel like you're a front runner. You might know that you are just a little ahead of the game, and you're shining that so other people can take on that light. You're being that lighthouse for Spirit. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I hear, good on you. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy for all those people who, you know, are on this path and who are shining like they do. It's such a big, beautiful thing. Really much respect. All right, let's see what we've got here. Now this could be totally different. We'll see. Oh, okay. King of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, okay. I hear in the best of ways. So it's like someone could be coming in to express feelings to you. Could be a past person, could be a newer person. Yeah, they want to take that leap of faith with you. They see you as that empress, that nurturer, that love. This may come as a shock to you. I feel like this isn't something you're expecting, but it's going to come in nonetheless. I feel like that is a form of justice. I feel like you've been happily doing that single life, and wow. And doing your own thing and manifesting your own hopes, your dreams into this physicality. I feel like you've really been putting that work in and you're shining because of it. I feel like this opportunity for love is justice in some way. I feel like maybe there was some talk before about you being left out in the cold, but now it seems something's coming back around. And you're coming out of the cold. It could have been with a person, doesn't have to be. You could have just been in your own hermit phase, kind of creating and manifesting with this magician here. I hear coming back powerful, and I feel like standing in that magician energy, it's like, it's not arrogance, I hear. It's just self-confidence. And it's like, I know that I can create anything I want in this world for myself. It's like knowing you have that power. I hear a creation of the creator and a creator in your own right. So it's knowing that you have that ability to create through the divinity and the connection you have with divine. It's like, I feel like you're constantly in divine communication. I feel like your soul is here for purpose. And what that kind of looks like, it's like, even if you don't feel that you are particularly so spiritual, or, you know, you don't think you could possibly be this big, beautiful energy that I'm talking about, think again. I feel like you sell yourself short and you don't see the magnitude of the soul that you have. It's like, if you could walk around through this lifetime and see the soul glow come from people, and look in the mirror and see your own, you'd realize why Spirit sees you in such a big way and why you're blessed with all the things you're blessed with. It's like, if you could see yourself clearly like Spirit sees you, you wouldn't even question how you're this magician, or why these good things are coming in for you, or why you've had the experiences that you've had, good, bad, and in between. It's like, I kind of think that Spirit's almost saying, like, if you could just see who you are with clarity. And I feel like some of you are starting to feel that connection. Maybe you're not seeing it yet, but maybe you're starting to feel it. And I feel like there are a lot of you out there who are actively seeking. And this is something Spirit kind of, yeah, I feel like that's brought you out of this Ten of Swords. It's brought you out of this old cycle. Maybe you were in a cycle of abandonment. I hear heartache and trials and tribulations. And I feel like it's all really just for great purpose. I feel like it's hard to hear sometimes. I know it is. but it creates this really strong, well-rounded soul that's had a bunch of experiences that they can share with others to become that guide for others. And I feel like whether you're up on a platform or you're walking through your daily life and you're like, I'm just doing this, or I'm just going to work every day, I'm just doing all the things I need to do. But if you could see what that web of light that you're creating, just doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, you'd be so amazed. I really do feel that way. I think Spirit is just saying, like, you've been through these tough times so you could help others, so you could have an understanding. And I hear camaraderie between souls. It's like you can understand them or their pain or their suffering on a deeper level, and therefore there's less room for judgment, I feel like, for those people who are going through tougher times. I feel like for those who haven't gone through tough times, they have a hard time being empathetic for those that are going through those really difficult times. It's like before you experience it, you can't fathom it, right? And I feel like Spirit's just saying the reason you've gone through so many of these things is so that you can communicate with others, so that way you can be empathetic and loving and kind and nurturing. It's like, you know how it feels to be down and out, and so you're good to those who are, because you know that they need it. It's like, you know that you needed it, so you provide it. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to say. It's like there's a reason for going through all of these really difficult situations, all these trials, and you know how many times you've been tested and you've kept your kind and you've kept your cool. I want to say, for the most part, you know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all, you know, are on that learning and growing path here. So it's like, don't judge yourself so harshly either, because I feel like, you know, that's also something Spirit is kind of wanting to push through. It's like, yes, you've made mistakes. You're human, you're a soul having a human experience. And, you know, there's that perfectly imperfect energy that we all walk in. So it's like, but I feel like Spirit is conscious of the fact that you keep trying to give it your best. And that's all they can ask for, right? It's like, you know, we're bound to make mistakes. We're bound to see things wrongly, or to stand in the wrong. That's part of our learning too, you know? We can't always be right. I do feel like there is someone coming in for you. Again, I hear karmic justice. This is a very passionate message. I feel like Spirit's really just saying, like, you might have a lot of options that come in as far as love, or options for path purpose. Not one specific thing has to be what you choose. It's like there are going to be many options, and Spirit can work through you in whatever option you choose. So don't ever feel like you're choosing wrong, or it's like either you're going to learn a lesson or you're going to be blessed with something like a surprise, right? So lesson or blessing, or roundabout blessing is what I hear. I don't know if I've talked about roundabout blessings on this channel. It's like you go through something tough, and then you know, when you can look back in retrospect, you see that that thing that you were deterred from, or that path that you couldn't take that you really thought was right for you, would have been bad for you, or would have had some extra trials and tribulations that you didn't need to suffer through. So it's like, that's your roundabout blessing. That thing that you missed, or that experience that you know, didn't need to suffer through, Spirit spared you and put you on a different path. So that is a roundabout blessing, right? It's like, it doesn't feel like that in the time, but yeah, I feel like you've got a lot of hopes and wishes, and I feel like you're really putting things out there and manifesting that. I feel like I hear a star in your own right. So whether you just shine daily or you're up on a platform, I feel like you are that star, you are that light, and I feel like there's a lot of good that you can do out there, and a lot of good that you've already done out there. I hear no more sleepless nights, or no more worrying about how you come across or how you show up. I feel like there's a confidence there that's kind of taking over. I feel like you speak through love and you communicate through love. And I feel like that's kind of what Spirit is saying. It's like, I feel like these arrows of communication, they could be coming in from another person, or you could be speaking them yourself to others out there. I feel like this is spiritual mixed with love. So if we go back and we look at it as just in the physicality, right? We take the spirituality out of it. It's like you're due for something good to come in. You've been manifesting in your life. You've been working really hard to create new opportunities, to better yourself. So how it's looking is, you know, you've got some sort of luck coming in. You have communication maybe from a new partner, and passionate communication about someone who's in love. We did have that King of Cups in reverse, and that king is actually expressing outwardly those feelings. And this could be a stressful thing for that person, could be a stressful thing for you. I do feel like it comes as a surprise. Okay, so if we, you know, if we take the spirituality out of it and how it looks in the physical, it's like there's big behind it, but it's going to look a certain way in the physicality, right? I hear no more waiting. So yeah, they're not missing this opportunity. They're going in search of their fulfillment here. And I feel like they've realized that there's still love to be had. Whoever this person is that's coming towards you, I feel like it is divine justice in some way. You are being gifted by divine because of maybe something you had to walk through, or because of experiences, or because you've been putting in all that good energy and working with spirit. I feel like they're rewarding you with that stability. Not that I think that you don't have that stability on your own or within yourself to create that. I just feel like you may have already done that, and then this is just someone coming in to add an extra pillar of strength that's already on that very full platform there. Yeah, I do hear your whole all on your own. So you never have to think that you have to wait around for someone who is going to fulfill you. That's not the case. It's like you can be whole all on your own. You don't even need a partner. But I do feel like you might be someone who said, okay, look, I'm not even looking anymore. I've done that. I've been there. I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm just going to further myself for me and those around me, so we can all be blessed, right? And I feel like that, I hear you are that pillar of strength. And it's like you might have another person coming in who's had similar experiences to you that comes in the same way you do. It's like you don't need a partner, but it'd be nice to have one, right? You don't need someone to survive, but it's great to have that someone. And I kind of feel like that's where you and this person are. I feel like this person is coming in on a higher energetic level. So this could be someone from the past who took their time to grow and is coming back around. Or this could be a new person that comes in on your path who is just in divine alignment with you and meant to come in, right? Yeah. I feel like you had waited for that. I feel like you had waited for someone. Maybe you had waited for someone from your past for quite a long time and had waited for that ship to come in, and maybe it never did. So Spirit's saying, no, look, we're not waiting anymore. We've got a new offer here, something stable. I hear resilient. So I feel like you've been very resilient. Yeah, and it's going to lead to a commitment. I feel like there's passionate movement forward here. Yeah. All right. So I do feel like I'm going to cut it there, because I do feel like Spirit just wants you to know that I hear for all that you've suffered through, or for all that you've been through, those ups, downs, and in-betweens. I feel like you do have good things coming. Maybe it took a while for that good to sort of make its way to you, but I feel like maybe it's something really big and it took time to sort of culminate in spirit to be placed into the physical. And maybe you had to do some work before it came in for you so you could recognize it and appreciate it, right? Gorgeous energy. I love, love, love to hear that blessings are coming in because you've done the work and you're growing, you're learning. And for those of you who aren't there yet, just know that this could be your future path. If you're just starting out, and like, don't get upset that it's not for you just now. Just know that when it does get to you, it's going to be big and beautiful too. Okay. So whether you're just starting out on this journey, welcome aboard. We're happy to have you. I feel like you need to know that good things are coming in for you too, right? Good experiences, new opportunities. Okay, the channels are super big today. I'm already feeling tired, but we're going to keep it going because I feel like there's more. We do have silence here, frozen, no words, stonewall. I feel like this could be some of you who aren't in this up and up energy, this higher energy, because I feel like it's like powering down. I just kind of felt that drop in energetic. And I feel like maybe someone has been, I hear in and out of your life and not been as constant as they should have been, or that pillar of strength for you. Like, I feel like you were for them is what I want to say. And you've made the decision that this person has a certain level of toxicity that's not welcome in your future, right? So I am kind of getting the fact that maybe they're being met with silence is kind of what I hear. We have dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Yeah, this could have been an elusive. So this could have been someone who just would disappear from time to time and not be there when you need them. But I feel like you were there whenever they needed you, right? And I feel like maybe you're just done with these types of situations, relationships, or situationships. I feel like you know you deserve more, you have more to offer. So it's like sitting in this energy any longer is just, I feel like it's just ridiculous. And I feel like you're just not going to do it, or you're not going to stand for it. Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, and affected. I feel like this person or these different situations have really triggered you and triggered you to grow. And I'm sorry you have to do this growth through this. I feel like it's a painful process, and I'm sorry you have to go through it. I know how that is. It's like, I feel like these people are meant to make you stronger. I hear something like, all I just need is a hug. And I feel like energetic hugs all around, because I feel like if you're going through this, just know that this will pass. And, you know, work on those healthy boundaries. I feel like putting those healthy boundaries in place and really sticking to your guns in this aspect will help you move forward. We do have distance, separation, and space and blockage. It was coming out in reverse. So I feel like maybe you just had to let this person know that they weren't welcome in your energy, and that could have been hurtful to you as well. This could be somebody that you really care about who just isn't showing up the way you need them to. And it's like, I think you just know that you have to step aside. And I'm being told to say masculine or feminine. There is a feminine on this card, but that doesn't mean it's all just, you know, from the feminine's perspective. I feel like the men out there that listen to tarot, it can be a little daunting, I guess, to find a reader who actually acknowledges that there are men out there who are spiritually inclined. But I recognize you. I hear you, masculines. I see you. But I feel like whatever the case may be, you had to put some distance between you and either a group of people or this specific person. But I feel like I feel like you're growing, you're moving forward. And I hear in betwixt. So it's like that awkward in betwixt stage. It's like where you don't quite fit in with the people you were with, and you don't quite resonate high enough to fit in with the new group yet. It's like that silent period. And I kind of feel like that's where some of you might be right now. Yeah, your intuition may be just a bit off right now. You may just need the rest. I feel like give yourself the time you need to nurture yourself and heal yourself. I feel like these situations can be really hurtful when you feel like you're giving the best of yourself and you're receiving like peanuts. Yeah, there could be conflict in this situation, or these people could be trying to create conflict in your life or conflict for you moving forward. I feel like you want to create this strong, stable foundation, and you might have wanted to do that with one of these people. I do feel like maybe there was some confusion as to whether or not this person was able to move forward with you, or I feel like there was insecurity on someone's part here. I don't feel like it was yours. I feel like you had all the best intentions to move forward and grow and create a new path for yourself. And I feel like you wanted this person to walk with you. I feel like you might be feeling a little bit hopeless and in despair. I feel like this person could definitely be feeling hopeless and in despair. You could be feeling their pain as well. This could be a soul connection. And a lot of times with the soul connection, you get those... you might not even know where it's coming from. You might have been happy one second and then feeling absolutely drained and tired and exhausted the next. So those soul connections can be really difficult. Just try and cut your cords. Keep that energy clean. Call in Archangel Michael to cut those cords. Call in Raphael to see if they can heal the connection on both sides. Because really when it all comes down to it, this person is not in a healed place, or they need to heal things within themselves before they can start moving forward. Maybe it's just not meant at this time for this person to be walking with you on this path. This person could be walking with you in the future. There's no telling if they choose to do the work and meet you where you are. That could happen. You know, I'm not saying that just because somebody's not meant in this now moment doesn't mean they're not a future possibility, because we all know that can change. Pride could be standing in the way. I feel like there were arguments. We do have divine masculine. So yeah, this could be one of those divine soulmate connections where things just aren't panning out right now, and maybe you both had to go separate ways. That can be extremely painful. Big hugs to you, because I know how painful that can be when you're separated from someone and you feel like there's a lot of, I feel like, misinterpretations of what you meant or what this person meant, and there's a lot of confusion. Miscommunications are huge in this type of situation, but I feel like it is for divine purpose. I know nobody wants to hear that in this situation, because it's so painful to be separated, but I do feel like maybe you both need time to think and grow, and to get into a more stable place before stepping back in. I'm seeing, I know I've talked about it before, but I'm seeing the Ace of Cups, and I'm seeing two sets of hands pouring into that, right? So it's like you want to get to a place, or both of you want to get to a place, or Spirit wants both of you to get to a place where you can both equally give into this big cup. And sometimes we need to go through these lessons and this growth on our own. It's like you can't help each other through this part. It's like you have to do this work alone. And you have to be propelled forward by your own want and need to become better. You can't have one person doing all the work and one just hanging on the coattails and going for the ride. You know, Spirit's like, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. You need to earn it. And I kind of feel like that's where this is at. And I feel like you've already started your journey. I feel like keep going. And if you're meant to come back onto path with this person in the future, they'll be there. And nobody and nothing will be able to stand in the way when divine wants a connection to come into play. They can slow it down, but they can't stop it. So know that for certain, right? It's like people can get in the way. Even your person or yourself, you can self-sabotage, or not saying we're perfect, you know, we could self-sabotage, but I feel like there's a reason behind it. I feel like there's a reason, like, not ready, right, to step into this type of connection. All right. So I'm sorry if you're going through that. I'll keep you in my prayers for sure. I know that's super difficult to go through that type of energy. Do I want this? Yeah, I feel like maybe this is just, okay, 3 cards of something this collective just needs to hear. Okay, here's one. Make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be your imperfections. Don't look for any outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize true beauty and potential, you will never doubt yourself again. Gorgeous. All right, let's see. What else do we have for this collective? I feel like this is something. It's time to stop letting worry rule you. Instead, get excited about your future and what it will all bring. What energy and emotion you put out comes back to you. With little conscious effort on your part, that happy ending can and will be yours. Believe that. Darn right. All right, let's see. One more. I feel like this one's sticking out for a reason. Let's see. Those difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again, the birds will sing, and the clouds will clear. And you will be glad you kept moving forward. This is definitely for the last reading. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than you think. Absolutely. Gorgeous energy. Just know that Spirit's got you. Keep calling on your team. Everybody comes down here with a big, beautiful spiritual team. Call on that light family. Call on the divine and ancestors and your guardian angel. Just, really work on those spiritual connections. And I promise you, you'll start moving forward in really gorgeous ways. Okay? And we do have, okay. All right. We do have a little message deck here that I was drawn to. So for those of you who come here for a love message, and I feel like you just want to know what your person is thinking or what they're feeling, we're going to pull some cards. So this could be someone from your past, someone in the future. This could be a crush. Whoever you're thinking about coming to this portion of the cards thinking about, that's what we've got. Keep writing and I keep writing and deleting messages. I'm spying on you. Yeah, somebody might be looking into you, trying to figure out what you're up to. If you're single, I ran away. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Nerves get in the way. My intentions can be selfish at times. I've liked you for a really long time. Please don't go. You could be moving forward. They could be feeling this. Your kindness has changed my life. Don't trust me. You fuel my creativity. What this kind of sounds like is there is someone who is in this running stage, and I feel like it's not that they don't see your value, and I'm being told to tell you they do, and that is actually why they're running in another direction. It's like, it's not that they don't see your value, they don't see their own value, and that's what causes this fear and this mistrust and all of these different blocks that are kind of coming in place. I feel like you're helping this person grow. You're inspiring this person to grow. They do see your worth, your value, your beauty. I feel like masculine or feminine. I'm not sure what I'm feeling. Yeah, I miss you. I feel connected to you. I'm planning on messaging you soon. I feel like this person is trying so hard, and they go back and forth with wanting to be open with you and wanting to hide it. It's like, if it's open, you can hurt them, or they could get hurt in this process. And I feel like maybe they've already suffered some hurts, and the fact that you might be the one to hurt them, I feel like you matter. You inspire this person. They want to show up big for you. And I feel like if they feel like they can't show up big for you, they don't want to show up at all. It's like, if I can't at least feel like I'm on your level, it's like I'm going to hide from you. So I'm talking about you to others, and reach out to me, please. Yeah, they're hoping that you do, because then it's less pressure on them. But I also feel like if you do that, it's less pressure on them for them to get their stuff together and start growing on their own. They're kind of hoping that you do the work for them. I feel like there could be all different levels of this on different timelines, how far you are into this situation with this person, or if this is a newer person. So it's going to be a little different for all of you, but I want to see you so bad. I'm afraid to get too close to people. Or I'm afraid to get close to people. Yeah, I do get that. I feel like, you know, they could have been hurt in a past situation that they didn't take the time to heal from. They're just kind of running scared at this point. I feel like we've all been there. You know, we've suffered heartache and then we all step onto this. I'm just going to run really fast. And if you can catch me, then maybe I'll give you a chance. And it's like that's the before we're healed type of energy, right? So I feel like this person is eventually going to take that time out to do that work, but they might just not be there yet. For some of you, they can do the work when they're with you. If you know, maybe you both need to work on it. I'm not saying we have to be completely healed before we step into anything. Nobody is completely healed. But I do feel like the further we are on that healing journey and the healthy boundaries that we put in place can kind of assure us to have a little better of a connection in the future, right? So, you know, there might be some toxicity that enters this connection with this person because they're kind of in that running scared energy is kind of what I keep hearing. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, and I feel like that may cause this person to act out in weird ways or do things that don't make sense. Yeah. I would pray for this person. I feel like if you really care about this person, pray for this person that they take that time out to really focus on themselves, because I feel like they need that first before they step into anything with you. I feel like the reason they're not doing that though is because they feel like they're going to miss out on you and somebody might snag you up before they get the opportunity. So they kind of keep you pulling you on a leash to keep you in their energy so they can keep an eye on you, but yet then they're hoping they'll be ready at a certain point and they can just come back in. So I do get that kind of energy here. All right. Let's see. Initials, yours, theirs. We have dates and you, yes, you. Those yous always do that. All right. I do kind of see myself pouring quite a bit of this going on here. I hear 333. So Ascended Masters, we have an A and an S. 5, I hear 5 days or 5 hours. I don't know. That's for somebody. Maybe you have something important to do in 5 hours. Okay. An H. A 2. I hear it. What was that? Oh, I just saw the 6 and the 9, so I hear Cancer energy as well. So I don't know if that means something. All right, we'll leave that like that for a moment. You can pause your screen. I see the F and I hear feminine. All right. My X is what I saw. And then IX. HUL69. All right. Let's pull some charms. All right, charms for this gorgeous collective. Not much, but wow. Oh my gosh, gorgeous energy. I hear you are that superstar. I feel like this is what's coming in for you. Wow, look at that peace on both sides. I feel like you have a love connection coming in, and one that's just going to promote peace within you and your person. I feel like you're both going to shine in this. I hear Emperor, Empress energy. Again, I get Tower energy with this, but I feel like it's more of a surprise of that lightning clap or that clap of thunder or that boom. I feel like it's just going to happen. Look at that. Emperor, Empress, 2 peace and abundance coming in. Absolutely gorgeous. Some of you do have a really gorgeous divine connection coming in for you. And I feel like you guys are really going to shine and glow together. Whether you're working together on something or separately shining, I do feel like this is very mutually beneficial for both of you. You both create such beauty and peace and happiness and love in each other's life. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Love that. Okay, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of the Ophiuchus tribe. Until next time, friends. Bye.